Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Appalachian Home Co. Today I am trying some new puff heat transfer vinyl that was sent to me from Yamation. I have used their brand of products before in a DTF transfer video and I really love the quality of their products. So today I will show you how to use the Puff HTV with your Cricut cutting machine and Cricut EasyPress. The materials that I'm going to be using today are the Cricut Maker 3 and the Cricut EasyPress in the 10x12 size. You'll also need a standard grip mat and a weeding tool, and of course I'm going to be using Yamation Puff HTV in white and red. You'll also need to do this on a hard pressing surface and you may need a Teflon sheet. Now we're going to go into the design space, and I've already uploaded the file I'm going to be using for this sunshine state of mind. I will leave a link to this free file for you guys to use since this is a file I created myself, but I have sized it to 11 inches wide and that fit perfectly on a small size t-shirt. So now I'm going to send this to make. I am using the Cricut Maker 3 and I am going to be using a mat to cut this out. You also want to make sure and mirror your image when you're working with Puff HTV. Now I first set my cut settings to everyday iron on with a more setting, but I went back and upped the pressure for glitter HTV and that seemed to get a better cut for me on my blade. When you're loading the Puff HTV, you want to load it just like regular HTV with the glossy side down on your cutting mat so that it can cut out mirrored. And you can see I have some green tape here on the corners. That's just because my mat's getting a little less sticky, and you can do that if you need to. When weeding this Puff HTV, it's just exactly like weeding regular HTV. It does have maybe just a little bit of a thicker feel, but this weeded very smoothly and I was very impressed with how easy this came off after I had my cut settings set to the correct pressure. Now here are some settings that you'll want to remember when using Yamation Puff HTV. I'm going to be pressing at a temperature of 305 for about 10 seconds with the Cricut EasyPress, but you want to keep within these ranges on the screen. I'm also going to pre-press my garment for 45 to 50 seconds to remove every bit of the moisture that I can. I'm going to be pressing on a very hard surface. Also, you will be able to remove the transfer sheet while your garment is warm, and if there's any creases in your material, you'll be able to repress those to remove any creases. Okay, I have my t-shirt ready to press. I have my design already weeded and ready to go. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and pre-press this t-shirt for about 30 seconds to remove all the moisture. I do have the Cricut EasyPress mat underneath this for now. When we go to press our HTV, our Puff HTV, however, I'm going to remove this because it does better on a flatter surface. But first I'm going to go ahead and just pre-press this t-shirt for about 30 to 40 seconds. I'm going to be using a piece of transfer tape to remove any pieces of lint, but you can also use a lint roller to do this. Now I'm going to be using just a piece of birch plywood to be pressing on, but you can use any hard surface that will accept heat. I I am going to be using very firm pressure when I'm pressing this, and you can see how quickly I removed that transfer. It literally just fell off of the Puff HTV. Now I'm going to show you how you can layer Puff HTV with regular heat transfer vinyl. So on this design, which I got from Etsy, I'll be using regular heat transfer vinyl in the white base layer and in the blue base layer for my hearts. And then in the red stripes and white stars, I will be using the Puff heat transfer vinyl. So I'll show you in a minute how I'm going to layer all of this out. Also in the America portion, I'm going to be using regular blue heat transfer vinyl and the red Puff heat transfer vinyl. So on the screen here you can see how all of my mats are going to work out. The first mat is going to be regular heat transfer vinyl, the second white mat is going to be Puff heat transfer vinyl, and then the third mat, which is the red, is also going to be Puff, and then the fourth mat, which is the blue, is going to be regular. You want to make sure and create your designs so that your Puff heat transfer vinyl will be layered on top of your regular HTV. You do not want to layer Puff on the bottom layer when you are pressing. That will ruin the results. Now I'm going to start by first pressing my regular HTV. You want to follow the recommendations for whatever heat transfer vinyl that you are using. So I'm going to go ahead and press this first layer, and then we'll be adding the Puff HTV. Now here I forgot to use my Teflon sheet to cover the blue vinyl because I was in a hurry, but a little piece of this did come up of the first press. So I just placed that back down and repressed it for a few seconds. But other than that, everything turned out perfectly. Now I'm ready for the final press, which is the Puff HTV. You want to press at the full time and temperature, even though you are going over other vinyl, and that will give you the best puff results. So now our t-shirt is finished. I will show you the results and how everything turned out. I love how all of these turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this project and it inspires you to make some different designs using the Puff heat transfer vinyl. I am in love with this product. Thank you so much, Yamation, for sending me this product to share with all of you guys. I'll have a link for this product down in the description, so go check that out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you again so much for watching, and you can always subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you guys in my next video.